Tonight we're drifting into one of the Foundation's quieter files, the kind they store in a drawer that no one wants to open, because opening it means admitting something small and patient has been counting down behind you the entire time. There's no roar, no footsteps, just a single steady click, like someone tapping a fingernail against your spine from very far away, slowly getting closer. This is SCP-4975, otherwise known as Time's Up. What is SCP-4975? The Foundation describes it as a skeletal, bird-like figure, tall and thin, with elongated limbs that bend in ways that just feel wrong. Not fast, not loud, just present. What makes 4975 unsettling isn't how it looks, it's how it behaves. It stalks silently until it doesn't. When it chooses a target, it begins to emit a slow, rhythmic clicking sound. Not from its mouth, and not from its hands. From something inside its body, like an internal metronome marking each second. The Foundation doesn't know what the clicks are, only that the creature always clicks at the same tempo, and when the clicking stops, so does the victim. No one knows how it kills. No one's lived long enough to explain it. Only the aftermath is recorded. One last click, then nothing. How does it hunt? Here's where SCP-4975 becomes a real nightmare in slow motion. It doesn't chase, it approaches at its own speed, at a pace that almost feels cruel, like it really enjoys taking its time. Witnesses have described feeling watched long before they ever heard the sound, the little prickle along the back of the neck, the urge to turn around even when you know nothing's there. Then, a single click, barely audible. If you ignore it, the clicks continue, steady and patient. If you run, it doesn't. It never runs. But somehow, you still lose. The clicking grows louder, always grows faster, as if 4975 is keeping count, not of the seconds, but of you. And no matter what the Foundation has tried, alarms, traps, audio barriers, nothing stops the clicking once it's began. It's like the creature has already made its choice. Foundation logs. Several logged encounters mention security teams responding to faint clicking in restricted hallways, lights flickering, shadows that looked almost human, just stretched a little too thin. One researcher reported returning to their office late at night and hearing the sound coming from behind a filing cabinet. When they turned to leave, the clicking followed, slowly, like someone walking behind them, matching their pace perfectly. By the time the response team arrived, the clicking had stopped, and the room was empty, except for the faint warmth still lingering on the chair where the researcher had been sitting. The creature was long gone, and the last click had already happened. Why SCP-4975 is so unique. Most SCP entities are dangerous because of power. 4975 is dangerous because of certainty. It doesn't stalk randomly. It chooses, it waits, and it clicks. Some researchers believe that it can sense fear. Others think that the clicking isn't a countdown at all, but a form of communication, like it's speaking to something only it can see. There's even a quiet theory inside the Foundation that 4975 isn't hunting, it's timing, as if it knows when everyone's final moment was always meant to arrive. Nothing loud, nothing dramatic, just inevitability wrapped in bones and patience. In some folklore, forest entities give warnings before they appear. A hum, a whistle, a little tapping sound to signal their presence. 4975 feels like one of those stories that got lost in the dark and found a new shape. So, If you ever hear a distant click in an empty hallway, or out between the trees where no one should be, maybe don't wait to see if there's a second one. SCP-4975 doesn't rush. It never needs to. When its clicking stops, your time has already run out. Thanks for wandering with me. Stay safe, stay aware, and I'll see you in the next file.